Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to your word work lesson. We've learned the coast is clear. This means it is safe to do something or go somewhere because no one is watching or listening who would prevent you or catch you. Yesterday we learned take or carry to the grave, to not reveal or share a secret until the day one dies. Today we have the idiom something was fishy or something is fishy. We can always change the verb tense here, but I just took this right from the book. So literally it does not mean that there's a fish involved, although it is related in that we know that fish has a very strong, pungent smell. If your family member has ever cooked fish at home, it's very strong smelling. If you've gone to the fish market or been in that section of the store, it is very strong smelling. So similarly, like if something is fishy because, you know, it kind of alludes to the same thing where it's very strong smelling. So similarly, figuratively, it means to have a suspicion that something is wrong. It means to have a feeling that someone is being dishonest or hiding the truth on purpose. Or it is when you suspect wrongdoing. So if you suspect something's kind of weird, we say, oh, something's fishy here. Okay, something is wrong. Or if you feel like, okay, something is missing, like maybe something of yours got stolen or is misplaced, you might, oh, something's fishy. Maybe you suspect your sibling of borrowing something without asking or taking something. You say, hey, it was here before and now it's not here. Something's fishy. So in our text, it's on page 66. So let's look at the sentence. In the Watsons Go to Birmingham on page 66, Mama finally wondered why the toilet was being flushed so much, and the whole upstairs smelled like a giant match. Quote, she knew something was fishy even before she got to the top step. And of course we know that she kept hearing the toilet flush. She knew something was wrong. She knew something was fishy. And of course Byron was lighting matches and making his quote-unquote movie using the toilet. So Mama went right up there to fix that problem, as we know. And so something was fishy, something was wrong. We are learning the prefix mis, which means bad or wrong. We've learned mistreat, to treat a person or animal badly, especially in a cruel way. To misplace means to lose something for a short time by putting it in the wrong place. So, misbehave. Byron keeps misbehaving and playing with matches even though Mama doesn't want him to because of what she experienced as a child. So what does misbehave mean? To behave badly and cause trouble or annoy people. So we know, we've read already several events that show us that Byron misbehaves. He doesn't listen to his mama. He keeps playing with matches. He skips school and tells Kenny, give my regards to Clark, Poindexter. So we know that he doesn't behave very well and he keeps getting in trouble. So he is not behaving well. He is behaving very badly. Now, we're learning the Latin root cred, which means believe. We've learned incredible, too strange to be believed, or very difficult to believe because it's just such a crazy story or something so incredibly weird that you can't believe it. Credible means able to be believed or trusted. Discredit. Discredit is our word today. Dis meaning not. So now this prefix helps us know that this is not showing credit or not believing. So it has a couple of definitions. To make people stop respecting or trusting someone or something. To make people stop believing in a particular idea. So as an example, the wearing of masks was discredited at the beginning of the pandemic because we were getting mixed messages and we weren't sure if we should wear them or not. And the CDC later shared that they were wrong in this in this message. They were trying to make sure that people didn't go crazy buying masks and stuff because they wanted healthcare workers to have enough supplies. And so, but then they came out, then the message was given that, okay, everyone should wear masks. So initially, they were discredited because they said one thing and then they changed their minds, and it didn't help people in believing their message afterward, even though we know, of course, well, I believe many of us believe it is a good thing. I believe it's a good thing to wear masks and help everyone else. So, but it didn't help at first, and the CDC was discredited because they changed their mind. And so that didn't help the message. But now the message is clear that people need to wear masks. And the time President Trump discredited the CDC's message too, and didn't help things move along. So anyway, that's an example of an organization being discredited or a person being discredited, like where we don't believe them, or somebody doesn't believe them, or another group might make it so that we don't believe them. So the visualization here is a light bulb, because that light bulb means, you know, an idea. And so the X means when people stop believing in a particular idea. Here's an example. Here's a word in a sentence as an example. Even though Byron, oh, I have to change that. Even though Byron tells incredible, unbelievable stories about froze-up Southern folks, he was not discredited by his siblings because he is the oldest. They believe whatever he says. So I'm just going to fix my typo. So even though Byron, you know, he tells incredible stories, he doesn't always help his siblings, and even after all that, his siblings don't discredit him. They believe him. They listen to him intently. They do as he says because he's the oldest, and they want to believe what he says. So that tends to happen when we look up to people who are older than us. Okay, we don't tend to discredit them. All right, fifth graders, good job.